Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain... and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like...
And he's running in the open at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sparty.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the USC Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They'll throw it on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's right on target. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
That's reeled in. It's Shaw. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. At the 20, he's got space. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on second down. Discards a man. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. And they missed their chance to lock it up. He marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The Spartans in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Woo, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets a block. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just balling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, Take a shot down the field and play action.
First down here for the offense. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll go to the counter. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. For the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, the guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range. We just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop it.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Spartans are on the move.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, it's picked off.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 45, on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Spartans moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught on the outside, it's strong.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last.
It goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guy. For you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Escapes trouble. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
You can tell this is a pass back. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
He's up to 86 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? He's got his man. Touchdown, Trojans! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Homer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Looking for space. It's all. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Makes the catch. It's Shaw. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's strong. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's looking to throw it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Nice patience by the quarterback here. He has receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
And it's third down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
That makes the score USC 27, Michigan State 10.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Coming after him. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows on the Hollywood side, you've been watching quite a drama of your own.
And the Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. And you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes his connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Trojans. And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
It's complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. They move the tight end all over. Getting some heat. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Humphries. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through.
Touchdown, Spartans! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan State, 16.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience.
Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's going to pass. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, USC! The punishment has been extended. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what you...
Towards the tight end.
This drive, you've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphreys. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive.
31 on
30.
the play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
After the incompletion, it's second down. It's a draw. Hard running there. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. The Spartans are marching down the field. He wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. They did just that.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
And he breaks into the open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll come out throwing on first down, feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling.
Got a lot of running room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this, who...
Touchdown Trojans! And the pummeling has started. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Smith.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They're working that left side. Afterburners coming. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Spartans are threatening on first and goal.
First and goal. Michigan State.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. Now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time as he moves left. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 15. Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right up the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Using the quick game. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They keep attacking through the air. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice right there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Spartans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Michigan State, 30.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again. And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. He'll try to do it himself. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
Gets some yardage and gets down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These little guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them, run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
He's got it! Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Throwing right. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.